What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Turn Order Warped, episode number 32. There will be mature language. Please prepare yourselves appropriately. Lubrication, I don't know. Whatever it is that you do to prepare for bad language, do that. Do that.
Right.
The players are in a situation right now. It's not a good situation either. Your cloak has just been sort of forcefully deactivated by the big honkin' ship that is on your trail right now. The small, fast ship that is sort of like looping in and out of your space is now heading towards you. It is going to fire.
Is it in range? Because we're like 10 hexes down from where
Oh no,
we
this
are.
one's close to you.
15 hexes.
This one's
Okay.
actually close to you. It's been following a sweep, like a sort of like sweep pattern, and it's been being fed information by the big ship. 17.
Right, so we're 24 as our ship defense, but we don't have engines right now to maneuver. So I don't know how much of a penalty you want to give for that.
Well, I don't know if there is a penalty for no engines.
I mean, because part of the ship defense, like in our case, is the ship's like speed. It's agility,
Well,
right?
it's Felix's
And Felix's piloting.
adjustment. Felix, what are your exploits in regards to that stuff? Because I thought you have some exploit bullshit.
A ship which I pilot gains a defense bonus equal to my Agi dice pool. So it's a 4. It's a 4 from
Okay.
this baseline on top of whatever our ship defense is.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
fair
the
enough.
only thing that will apply with what we're doing right now. I have some other ship stuff, but nothing that's applicable.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be 17. It's a miss. It doesn't hit. Okay. Let's see. This guy over here. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! He fucking bent space time. And he gets to move 1, 2, 3, 4 for his turn. Okay, your turn, Felix. The Black Fang's turn.
So currently, what I see regarding like the power layout is the cloaking thing is offline.
Cloak is down, and the ship. Roll me a d4,
Okay.
Felix.
1.
You're down 1 of your total power output. So you've got 7 to play with right now.
Have I made it to the engineering bay by now?
Do you have 0 gravity as a skill?
I don't have 0 G as a skill. No,
Okay.
I have a speed of 10.
Okay, we're gonna say that it's halved. I don't know what to make you roll
So
here.
I would have moved
that's-
20.
That's a lot. It's quite a ways. You got to go around the corridor. It's like 30. It'd be like 40 or 40 odd spaces, I'd say.
Plus, you got to clear doors.
I mean, you can spend luck die to take extra actions on your turn to move. Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have luck because you're
Yeah, he's
you're
got no luck.
Yeah, I don't have
I'm
luck.
gonna say no. You got to use your whole turn. You can get there on your next turn.
Okay, so you don't have any power allocation except for nav shields right now?
and there's no way to shift any.
No.
Well, you can send a comm to Terrence Peterson if you want.
He's already moving to repair shit, though. They sent him off, so... Now,
I'm going. Like, can I attempt to do some computer hacking fuckery to try and dig into in deep to the ship's AI and
Set off an
back to
emergency
somehow-
engine boost.
Yeah, just
protocol.
to transfer power somehow to
No. I mean,
like it, because this is what I'm wondering: is it is it like a legitimate physical switch? Because if it's not a physical switch, it would be connected to the ship's systems. So I'm just wondering if I can actually get into it.
here's the problem. I will allow you to use computers plus your logic.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fucking hard to pilot the ship and do this at the same time.
Okay, and do what? Re-explain that. What are you trying to do, Felix?
Felix is trying to manually adjust the power. He's trying to break in through the computer systems to try and switch the power settings.
Yeah. That's so. Yeah, and I mean, realistically, like, there's not a whole lot of fine piloting I can do because even like I'm not really using thrusters. We don't have thrusters enabled right now anyway because we just had nav shield, and
Okay,
yeah,
so it's our turn. Okay.
yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do the second because I'm trying to get the warp cores online. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And during our turn, I'll take an action. I'll use an exploit, which is system override. You remotely access another ship's control computer and briefly take a system offline with Lodge versus E-Defense attack. One shield facing or one weapon can be deactivated until the beginning of the target's next ship's turn, at which point it's automatically reactivated.
Truth, but you need to have some way to do that. Just having the exploit itself allows you to use that as an option, but you don't have any means of electronic penetration.
We don't
Yeah.
have the ship systems.
Yeah, the ship
So
doesn't
to
really have
remotely
that.
access
Yeah,
another ship's computer is
Yeah.
not a possibility right now.
no.
Like maybe if we had our comm systems on or something like that might be how you do it, but that's offline too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stay on the current vector, moving 5 hexes a turn, and try and hack into the computer and shunt power to warp
Okay.
core.
Give me a logic plus your computers check.
21.
That's not enough,
Okay.
unfortunately.
And I can't add any luck because I don't have any out. I have to take time to replenish. Yeah, I guess that's my turn because I think like making checks is part of the actions that the ship can take. So
Correct.
yeah, I'm just oh god. I mean, I still. So how were we shifting power earlier? Like when we were going back and forth between navigation.
Terrence Peterson was in engineering. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, we were getting him to do
And
it. Okay.
Hawk's there now, isn't he? Didn't he
Hawk will
replace
be
No,
him?
he's
there
not there yet.
after this turn.
Oh.
So if we can survive one more turn, then we can get power and potentially a GTFO if we're lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all I'm gonna do. Well, yeah, there's no power to any of the thrusters at all, so I'm just coasting. I'm gonna turn up the music. Eye of the Tiger is blaring a little louder.
Felix feels inspired.
Okay, the ship over here is not really close to you. It's gonna kind of like use the Z-axis, fly down a bit. It's not super close, and it's using both its turns to move here. Okay, the big ship. Activates a tractor beam. You all just like slam into your restraints. Hawk, Just as you enter engineering, you fly into the console in front, sort of like flying and flopping over it. As the ship seems to be... You can see like the lights start to flicker. You are trapped by a tractor beam from the big ship.
How?
Felix,
Yeah.
this isn't good.
What?
This isn't good, is it?
Well, I'm not gonna get captured, so I don't know what that means for the rest of you.
Well, what will happen is they'll try and board the ship to kill us, and if they can't, then they'll release the tractor beam and open fire. It looks like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Get warp cores ready to go, and gonna see if we can override their tractor beam with the full warp blast. Give us everything you can possibly get out of the warp core too. You gotta overload and do it.
It'll take me a little while, but okay.
Call TP back. Both of you working on it, probably make light work.
Okay. Yeah, need to wait till our turn, but
Okay. The smaller ship. I'm gonna actually roll for this. Cannot get to you on its turn, but it is close. This ship over here. 2, 3, 4 travels down some hexes. And it's your turn.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna switch power back from the cloak to normal engines, FTL engines. No point putting. I'll put the gravity back on.
I'm curious, Hawk. Is there any way that we could quickly power up our weapon systems and pot a shot at their tractor beam? Actually, I don't even know if that's a good idea. I'm sure they just fucking blow us out of the sky.
We should just try to warp out.
I'm trying to look at the rules for like FTL during combat. If there's a roll or anything we need to make.
I think it's just going to be my discretion.
Yeah, I'd say it's just homebrew. I guess it depends on how quickly warp core, how quickly it spools up, or
Takes a
like
while.
it might just be. That's what I'm saying. We might need to try and like just overload it, just give it more power than it typically gets to charge it up.
Yeah, well, I give power anyway, so we've got how many total? Can't remember.
Your total
7
power is normally 8, but you're at 7 right now. After
Yeah.
Right,
the power systems are kind of overloaded by that laser blast.
So we get our artificial gravity back. We get engines, subliminal engines back. Got nav shields, antimatter, sensors, and 2 in tactical. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, die switch power on.
Does it seem like he'd put power to warp, like Felix
Yep.
had? Yeah.
You have power, Felix.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I mean, I can try and punch warp and see if we can overpower their tractor beam,
Yeah, I like that.
or
Felix,
what?
I must warn you, the odds of success for such a thing are 3,476,322 to 1.
Never tell me the odds, and I punch warp core.
Oh no. We're gonna get punished for that.
Yeah, I just full on.
Okay.
Work spot you can
We're gonna
make
get
next to
punished
a
for the
black
quote.
hole.
No, I'm happy that you punched warp, but the quote, we're gonna get punished. For the
Give
quote.
me a piloting check, please. plus your intuition. 17. The engines start to overload.
Felix,
Hawk.
that's not what you were supposed to do.
Hawk, you're hearing just horrible, like weird, like bits are shooting off the fucking warp drive. You're like a hoses are flying all over the place, spraying coolant, and you're getting 1.5 million different warning lights that are activated on the console. The engines are overloading. I would like you, Hawk, to please make me an engineering check plus your intuition.
Plus intuition.
Correct.
Okay. That's 46 only. 10.
There is a warp core breach that will be
Felix.
happening.
The warp core is going to breach.
We're fucked.
Felix,
Okay.
I have an idea.
What's your idea? Be quick.
Launch the shuttle from the front of the ship. They might not notice it. You might have to time it just as the warp core fully breaches, though.
What about you?
I'll try get to you, but I might not be fast enough.
Bloop. Beep. Get to the shuttle now. Bloop.
The
Do I have a rough timeline of how long it's going to take before this warp core blows up? A rough idea.
Give me a logic check plus engineering.
5d6. 18.
Approximately 30 seconds.
Fuck. Yeah, I start heading towards the shuttle.
Felix, it's about 30 seconds. They'll
Well,
probably detected it too and will try and leave.
can we... I mean, I don't know how this tractor beam works and how it holds energy, but, Glix, you want to just arm a nuke and get that ready to go as well? I'm gonna try and jettison us the fuck out of here in our pod. 30 seconds and I'm out of here, Hawk. You better get here.
It's more like 15, 14.
And I'm like running towards the shuttle.
Beep.
Give me
Hurry up,
give
get here.
me a running check, please, Hawk.
Plus my agility or strength.
Whichever's stronger for you. I mean, it's a
Okay.
sprint, so
So my strength probably. Okay. It's 66, fortunately.
25.
25.
This is the fastest you've ever run in the ship. You're actually making dents in the floor as you're pushing off.
That's fine, they'll be vapor in a couple
Warning.
of seconds.
Warp core breached.
No, you guys don't even have a computer voice. Like, it's not... the ship
That's
is...
just Glick sitting there, like in
Totally.
panic mode, having a
I'm
mental
super
breakdown.
stressed out, so I'm just like,
I'm just like,
warp core breach in 5.
Let's see. Beep needs to make a check.
Yep.
And it's not a lot. Beep is
Beep
not
gotta
made
get
for
here
speed.
quick.
I probably burst the Terrence Peterson as well. Probably not gonna make it. either.
Beep got a 7. Terrence Peterson got an 8. Neither of which are fast enough to make it to the shuttle. Hawk, you get to the door. Open the door. You see Sterling and Lunk like,
29.
I
30.
jump in, hit
Yeah,
the close
and-
button.
I just before I head off, I'm into tactical and I'm just launching one nuke, and then I'm gonna launch the shuttle bay, and hopefully we'll be able to move out of this.
Yeah,
tractor
giant
beam.
warp
We might
core
be stuck
explosion.
here anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm just
I
trying
don't know
to.
that a
get
shuttle
away.
can escape that.
especially a shuttle with no shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume the shuttle would probably have it would be like a shuttle on other ships in sci-fi shows would probably have like its own miniature navigational shields. No actual shields,
Yeah.
probably just impulse engines, but nothing too crazy.
You've probably got like an emergency shuttle eject button as well, since.
Oh yeah,
you know
big.
what I mean, so you just
big red
slam it.
button. Yeah.
Okay. What I would like to happen is for Felix, for you to roll me a piloting check again, please. Piloting plus your agility.
I gotta check something here. I'm wondering how long it's been since I last used my luck die. How long has it been since we've been like, kind of?
Couple minutes.
It's been a couple. Has it
Couple
been
minutes.
5 minutes?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have it. So just a 22. I mean, there's a nuke and warp core about to.
Yeah.
Have the other ships around us noticed the warp core signal going haywire? Or?
No, definitely not.
Good. At least we're taking the bastards down with us. I mean, at least it's not a very good warp core. It could blow up even harder, you know?
It's like a cheap firework going off, you know. It's like you're all like, and it goes.
What's the die roll for the nuke?
It is. The nuke does 2d6 heat damage.
No, what's the attack roll?
The attack roll. It's whoever's firing it, and because it's the nuke.
Oh yeah, it's
their-
gunnery. It's gunnery plus your agility,
And-
Felix. Do you have gunnery?
I think for missiles it may be int.
I just have agility.
Oh yeah,
No, I
yeah, you're
haven't.
right. No, it's logic. It's logic for
Logic, that's right, yeah,
It's
'cause you're-
logic plus gunnery. So it's just a logic roll for you, Felix. And where are you aiming this nuke?
I'm literally just putting it in the same trajectory as where the tractor beam is originating from. So like
Okay.
in the direction of the big ship.
Okay. Just give me a logic. 13.
GG.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
14 a hit?
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Shuttle takes off. You hear the warp. Well, I guess you don't hear it. You feel it.
Well, you would hear it because it expands gases out itself as it explodes, and expanding gases cause noise in a vacuum if they hit something.
Well, you do hear the debris of the Black Fang hitting the shuttle. The shuttle rocks. Felix, it's shaking beyond your control. The nuke goes off completely in the wrong direction.
Well, if the completely in the wrong direction means it's completely in our direction.
Well, it feels like that because the explosion from the warp core envelops the shuttle.
Can I ask a question here quickly about one of my exploits?
You can.
So I have something called Lucky Escape. You may avoid all damage from one attack as a free reaction once per day.
But
Can I
not
use
an
that?
explosion.
Can I?
I don't think so.
I think that's on me for my person, but
Yeah, that's a person. That's not a ship.
It's not a ship thing, unfortunately.
I can write shit down next to it. Just really quickly.
I'm sorry, the shuttle is enveloped by the warp damage. And you are killed.
Wait, I have a living soak and I'm at full health, and I can breathe in space.
It's a warp core explosion.
It's
with a-
fine. The nuke went off, and there was destructive interference between the destruction waves. So right in the middle where I landed, there was actually no damage. That's how you lawyer, chat. Take
Yeah,
notes.
that's how you learn.
Yeah, can I not Can I personally not take any damage from this? It's my luckiest.
So
you don't take any damage. You just die.
I'm just floating in
you're
space.
just
with my
floating in
Elmira
space.
suit.
So unfortunately, I'm sorry. That is a TPK.
PG's not even gonna
what
believe
about
us.
Armored Ogron womb?
Good
that
point.
survives.
Good
That survives
point.
is floating through space.
In space, no one can
Very
hear
good point.
punch.
Possibly makes it to another dimension. Who knows?
Yeah, at some point, somebody's gonna open it. It's just gonna, you know,
He gets
But
pushed into
the
the
another
radiation, affected it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Silver lining, character creation. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, rest in peace.
The luckiest
Crew of the Black
character,
Fang.
Felix,
We
personally?
hardly knew thee.
Is he floating in space with
No,
the
because
baby?
it wasn't an attack. It was
Peachy's
just
gonna be
pure
so
damage.
Oh,
surprised.
damn.
He is. He's not gonna believe us.
He's not gonna believe us.
Yes, that was kind of a TPK. Yeah,
Because he's
but-
expecting us to say this, so he's not
Yeah.
gonna believe us.
So I'm sorry, guys. Unfortunately, that is a TPK. So no shit. I did not expect this today from this.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of the way the things turned out. I actually prepared a shit ton of stuff for
Yes,
something
we did.
else. So mission accomplished on picking something that I did not expect to happen.
What? Running the fuck away? Hello.
No, the way that you did it, like, I thought for sure, like,
we were gonna go inside
yeah, you
the
were
asteroids.
gonna try and like go like, and fuck with them somehow. I thought it was gonna be an aggression move
Oh,
instead
hell
of
no.
instead of a passive. I thought Felix,
way, no.
I thought for
Not a
sure
chance.
you and Felix were gonna be like, all right, let's do this, and fucking
No,
go
not a
in.
chance.
I
Not,
thought-
not with
I
what
thought
we
for
were up
sure.
against.
Not with what we saw
Yeah.
that they had.
Yeah.
They'd
So-
outgun
Alright.
us. They'd outgun
We can
us.
play a group of assassins hired to kill Jeremy Arden and
I
our
like
next
to be in a-
episode
We
since
could,
it's all
we could
his
be on
fault
the Enterprise.
for
like-
raising his daughter to be a fucking hussy.
So
Everybody going, if Peachy's still streaming, everybody go on Peachy's channel, just spam TPK.
well, no, we're not
No,
going to
don't-
finish
no
the
spoilers.
cast today because what I'd like to do is since we finished early,
Yeah.
To the crew of the Black
Well,
Fang.
yeah,
Long
let's-
may they
let's-
drift in particles in space.
Cheers.
cheers.
You're big shit.
Hey, let's get some F's in chat, please.
Pay some
I'm gonna
respect.
miss Lunk.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I already do miss Lunk.
yeah, it's
At least
shitty.
I never called. At least I never called fucking H.A.W.K.
Yep.
I'm gonna be sad about it, you know.
So,
So-
he doesn't know.
He
just
doesn't know what he lost.
just a a question, and this is totally up to you guys in chat. Do you want me to tell you what was planned here?
Oh,
Do you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
know?
We do.
Of
Let's see
course
what
we do.
chat wants to know.
Yeah. Do you want to know what was
Ooh.
planned?
absolutely.
Yeah, I think we all definitely want to know. Let's see what chat's.
It was some
yes,
big- big
obviously,
deal
yes.
Bloody Nine shit.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah. Okay.
there was a major mind fuck that was going to happen. So the character that you believe to be Guts,
Yeah.
Actually, Jeremy Arden.
no,
Oh.
no, the girl is on board, but
She is
Cover
good.
up her
she
own
is
volition.
Guts.
Oh, she's Guts.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I knew there was definitely something really fucky when that Arden yacht showed up. I was like, there's something fucking
Oh
weird.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird.
That's why Felix was just like, later. Again, this is not. I'm not one for fuckery. He is one for fuckery, but he didn't even get to do drugs again. Like, what the fuck?
And if you guys fought her it's basically her number 2 guy that you saw as Guts. He was
Is his
super.
name
He was,
Jaws?
he was a super badass.
Yeah, I was expecting because the guys we were fighting, just random bloody 9 guys, were grade 6 or 7. So I expected it was going to be like a mega boss.
He's
fight
he's
to
a
be-
seven. He was a
Yeah.
7d6. Yeah,
Yes,
he's
so
a
grade 8.
brutal.
Which could be. It could be higher than that.
Yeah,
Or grade 9.
he was.
I think
He's
it's 7
pretty
goes from-
pretty fucking brutal. He was able to do, Let's see. Because I was actually using Fang from Lawbreakers as like the sort of look of this guy. If you want to be curious about what Guts kind of looked like, it was Fang from Lawbreakers. That was who I was modeling him after. He could do up to. He had an exploit that would allow him to do 8d6 plus 10 damage in one attack.
Oh, that's child's play.
We would have died anyway. Child's play.
Aw, the comfort TPK hug from Bo.
Lunk.
Aw.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm a little bit sad. Hugs incoming. Funk.
I'd say we're gonna stick. I want to keep playing in this universe.
I want to keep, well, not necessarily the universe. The thing I love about n.e.w. is we can take like almost an entirely different direction.
Yes,
Where
completely different.
You can be the ship of a crew. You can be just straight up traders. You can be guys working for the government or police.
I could be a character that can, talk in words of more than 2 syllables.
We can do.
I
kind of
want to hear what
Whack
did you. What are your thoughts?
I mean, what I'd like to do, since we ended early, was I'd like to brainstorm about a new campaign setup for this.
Brainstorming with the cast and the chat.
Yeah,
this is like a wet dream.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do. I think let's take another break. Let's take a break here, and when we come back, we'll sort of spend the rest of the time doing some brainstorming. We can figure out where we want to head from here. And it's sad that Peachy's not here, but I think
That's what he gets.
I think. Well, no, I really hate doing stuff like that.
It does suck.
And I think you guys all know that I'm not. I would never intentionally
We like
do
to
that
take
kind
the
of
piss,
shit.
But we know.
Yeah.
It's
I actually really hate killing characters. But.
Situation calls for it. You can't pull any punches.
I mean, I think I think it's fair to say that you're a very fair GM, Whack. You're never unfair in any way, and you always try to. I mean, you're very conscious of the fact that it's a show as well, and you try to balance everything out. So I know it's not something you enjoy, but thank you for a great. How many weeks did we get again?
32.
32.
Dude, it didn't feel like 32.
33 technically, if you include character creation.
Yeah, it honestly felt like half of that. Like this show just flew in for me. I can't believe we were 2/3 of a year through, pretty much. That's
it was
nuts,
amazing,
dude. Yeah,
well, I mean, we've been playing for. When did we start?
Something hours.
When did we start?
Like November.
I think
end of November. I think
it was about 8 months ago.
Yeah, I want to say it was.
It was about when the elections were going.
The true story of Dave.
Yeah.
Perf Dave. Such a short-lived meme.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, F.A.W.K.
F.A.W.K.
But listen, F.A.W.K. could have spread. We don't know.
Oh yeah, F.A.W.K. still is in the universe.
8 months ago was the episode 1, but we did character creation. No, that was episode 1, so it was 32 weeks. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I'm having the emotions. This is my first real
your first loss
role playing. Campaign.
Yeah,
it's rough. It's rough when it comes to a better end. Did we take any of the ships with us? How big was the explosion?
So it was definitely a big explosion. You would have taken all of the ships around you out in the process. Yeah. So yeah, it would.
I think that's.
Yeah, you would have taken out like those 4 ships for sure. But
we just see Felix's cassette player floating through space.
Oh my god!
It's
and
like
Lunk's capsule baby.
Lunk's capsule baby.
With like 6 little dudes in there fighting it out.
And the music comes on. Dust in the wind.
Yeah,
and then
like the headset and the cassette just floating off, and second "Dust in the Wind" starts playing, and just screen goes to black.
Credits. Iron Chef Bobby Flail as Felix.
As the team murderer.
Yeah, there was I had a whole Bloody 9 like crazy warlord list that was set up. The goal was I was gonna try and have Wish come on and play the #1 Bloody 9 person.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Her name was Red Fury.
Are you gonna like put the stuff out there if people want to pick it up and have a little play around?
Probably not. It's not really. I never really intended it to be that way, so I never really set it up in a way that's like easy to read. Like Seventh Eon, I'm still working on to get that sort of setting, sort of like established. But like that is, it's a much more easy to distribute kind of thing, right? Like so, for this we can't really do that. All right, so let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll brainstorm a little bit and figure out like what we want to do from here, because we'll start fresh.
Make a character. I'm gonna start on that. I'd like to start one today.
Oh wait,
love it.
you need to see what everyone else wants to do, what the setting is.
Yeah, we got to see what we want to do with the setting
What our
first.
setting.
Yeah, I'm still saying I want to get into.
Okay.
Bobby, patience.
I have no patience.
Zagotica says as he's like
I
got
know,
like
I'm like Hawk has like half his character.
I've got 3 character ideas like setting in the. I'm ready. I'm just waiting to see what everyone else is doing.
but
All right,
just
break time.
an excellent quote from Ivory Templar that I'm actually going to add to quote. Wax the kind of GM who loves to see players succeed, but you still think he wants to devour your soul. That's exactly what I'm going
Yeah.
for. That is exactly what I'm going for. So that's I feel happy after seeing that. But yeah, we'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for more Turn or Warped as we figure out a new direction for things. We'll be back in a bit. Hang tight.